Peace. Man, had to drop another video for y'all, man. This one's an inspired video too, so this should be a good one right here. I mean, all of them are good, but this one will have an extra kick. And this is like a manifesting video too, because like I said, this is like an inspired video. So this will be a manifesting video. And this will be about manifesting, particularly speaking about the SP, attracting an SP of yours or whatever. So, like I said, guys, you know, the feeling of the feeling of deserving, the deserving attitude, and feeling is the secret, and believing is achieving. These are like quotational kind of sayings, but these all have meanings, because when it comes to attracting your SP, it's just, or anything in general, right? It's just knowing it into being. And like, what does that mean? Knowing it into being just means that you have like no skepticism or any doubt whatsoever in your mind as to like what you want to attract and what you want to experience in your life. It's just having an inner knowing that there's nothing outside of you. Whatever you want, you can have and will have if you just believe. Because to believe something is to achieve something. So, and also being able to tap into the vibration or the frequency of being deserving, having like that deserving like attitude with confidence too. Like, confidence is another thing. Like, when you're confident about it, then you're kind of on a roll. Because a lot of times with law of attraction, law of assumption, the things that you want to attract into your experience, all these things are just a matter of your momentum, your frequency. That's why it's called frequency, right? Like, I even have that word broken down in like my bio or whatever on my YouTube channel, my profile. Like, frequency just means how frequently you are on a certain vibration, hence why it's called your frequency. Like, how frequently or how frequent are you with this belief or this vibration that you're trying to have for yourself to be a part of your being. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so it's just about believing the things that you want to attract into your life, and that's all that you really need, is just to have no doubt or skepticism about it, because your own doubts, your skepticism, and your disbelief are like the things that keep your desire from like manifesting, right? So the things that you desire, but it's like only a dream, it's just like a hopeful pipe dream fantasy kind of ideology. These are things that keep it further away, because you're stuck in that mode of desire. Like, I just want this, but it's not something that can actually happen. It's just something I wish can happen. Wishing isn't going to do anything. Because I remember, even with manifesting, speaking for myself, you know, we've all gone through this. I've gone through manifesting an SP and many other various things in my life, using law of assumption, law of attraction. And I realized, you know, affirmations, scripting, and writing, these things don't work because, or for me, they didn't work because they did not allow me to tap in to the belief that I can have and achieve this thing or this person that I want to experience or to be a part of my life. Because feeling is the secret, and I've said that, I always say that repeatedly, but that's really all it is. It's just feeling. Feeling is the secret, and believing it and knowing it into being. Because when you're stuck in a state of desire and wishfulness, it's not going to get you anywhere, because you're just telling your subconscious that I want this thing, or I want to attract this SP, manifest this SP, this specific person in my life, but I don't actually think it's going to happen. It's just a desire. So it's like, hence why you're in that fantasy mode, which means it'll never materialize into reality. So, good thing I brought up momentum, because momentum is a good thing, because when you Okay, let's talk about SP for example, right? Okay, when you like somebody, we've all liked somebody at one point in time. So when you've liked someone or you like someone, right? Whether it was in the past or currently happening right now, when you like someone, the one thing that, have you ever noticed that one specific thing is you always seem to want to talk about them. You want to talk about them to your friends and your family because they're always on your mind. So the thought of that person and being in the thought of that person being in your mind, hearing their name, saying their name, talking about them kind of makes you happy, makes you feel good because you like them. So, and when you engage other people, loose lips sink ships. There's a certain point where you should maybe keep certain things to yourself. But, specifically speaking, when you like somebody, right, and you talk about them, it feels good because you're kind of tapping into that reality of having them in your life. Like they're popping up in your reality currently in your mind. So therefore you how do I say it? Like you feel good talking about them. So that therefore it encourages more of talking about them even more. Like you feel more inclined to talk about them some more because like if you like that person and it feels good to talk about them, having your dreams and your passions of hopefully being able to be with them and go out with them. And when you get that person engaged about that person you like, you feel even more good. You feel even better because now you're kind of bringing that into reality. You're strengthening the momentum. The momentum is pushing even more forward with that specific person because now the other person you're talking to about it, whether it's your friend or your family, your best friend, whoever, is now engaged into it. Now that momentum is becoming stronger. So it's going to propel you even more towards that specific person of yours. And that's the importance of the momentum of it, You just have to be able to get into that realm. And so that's it for the momentum, But yeah, so feeling is the secret, and what I wanted to break down is for this video, and I don't even think I gave it a title, and if I did, I must have forgot because I said so many things all at once and I got a lot on my mind. So are you a match? Think of it like that. Are you a match for your specific person? And it's nothing complex or anything like that. Just think of it like this. Do you feel like you're a match for your specific person? Do you feel like you're now able to see yourself being with them? Do you see yourself do you see you sharing your life with them? Do you see each other being together, living together, and developing into a more fruitful, official relationship? Because we get stuck with when it comes to attracting an SP, we get stuck with we tend to get stuck with like the thought of them and just them. We don't go in depth. Like I said, I think I mentioned it, and I did mention this in the other videos about manifesting an SP, right? Like when you have a crush or someone you want to be with, we tend to get stuck with the desire of wanting to be with them, their looks, and we just get stuck with the infatuation of them. We never actually delve into the thought forms of what would it be like to be with this person? How is this person really like? When I get to really know them, how are they going to be like? How is it going to be like to work with them, to live with them, to go out with them and go on a date with them and have a relationship with them? We don't think these things out. We just get stuck in the infatuation phase. And so just ask yourself, are you a match for this person? And what I mean by that is, do you feel like you're on the same level as them? Do you feel like you're worthy? Do you feel like you're definitely deserving? You're worthy, your sense of self-worth, self-love. Is it a match for who this person is? Do you feel like you see yourself being with this person? Is it something you can feel? Is it something that resonates with you? Is it something that you can think about when you think of this person, and you can kind of get that thought or that feeling of, yeah, this person's going to be the one for me. Like, this person's the one for me. I feel like this is going to work. Do you have a sense of confidence and knowing that this can and will happen, and I can see the future. I can see my future being with them. It's unshakably without a doubt that this person will someday be with me, and it feels good to know that. And it's just a matter of time, because you don't really need to ask the how and why and where and all these things about manifesting, because as long as you put in the belief and the feeling of it and the knowing of it, the universe really does take care of everything else. The universe will place everything else in the right places and mold things up for you and carry you to that path. So that's not your job. It's just like that saying of let go and let God. Once you have your only job is to just know it into being and believe it, feel it and believe it. And the universe, God, whatever you may want to call it, the rest does take care of itself. So just ask yourself, are you a match? Do you feel like you can see yourself being with this person? Do you feel like it can happen? It will happen? I can see it unfolding. Do you feel like you can conceive it in your mind? Because when we like someone that we feel like we're not worthy of, or when you're in that state of mind that you're unworthy or undeserving, you tend to not see yourself with this person. Like I said, the infatuation phase, like you like them, you're attracted to them, you got a huge crush on them, and that's as far as it goes. You don't actually see it all the way through. Like, how would it be like to be with them? Do I see myself being with them? Do I see this happening? Do I believe it? Do I know this into being? Do I have some sort of inner feeling of knowing and confidence and faith that this is going to work out and I'm just meant to be with this person? It just feels right when they're around. Do you feel that way about them, or are you still in that pipe dream, fantasy, infatuation phase? Because the desire is what sparks that flame. But it's kind of like, I guess, your job to keep that flame going, or that fire of passion going. Because the love interest or the crush, head over heels, love at first sight, that's like the spark. Cupid's arrow, the love at first sight kind of thing. Like, that's the spark that started the flame. But that flame as it starts, as it sparks, eventually will die out. It'll burn out. But it's your job to kind of keep it going, to keep that flame growing stronger and bigger, and to continue it with your belief and your faith. And so, yeah, with that being said, if you can see yourself being with this person and you feel it and you can feel it and you kind of have a knowing, you have an inner knowing, like you're knowing it into being, you have this unshakable doubt about it at this point that this can happen already. There's no way it couldn't happen. When you've finally been convinced that this thing you want, or the specific person you want to be with, is meant for you, then you will see signs from the universe, God, whatever you want to call it. And the universe or God or whatever you want to call it, like I said, will help in the manifesting of your desire, your interest, and they will help to conspire in the unfolding of your desire for it to manifest. It's out of your hands. And what I mean by that is, once you let go and let God, things do have a way of playing out, and they will play out on their own as long as you just put in the work of belief and faith. You just have to have that unshakable doubt that this can happen, this can unfold, and this will happen. And I can see it happening. You have to be able to perceive it, right? Because when you don't feel it, it's just a pointless thought. It's an empty thought. It's no different than pointless affirmations on a piece of paper that you're writing on. You can read it 1,000 times. You can read it till you're blue in the face. But it won't do anything if you're not feeling, if these words that you're affirming in these notebooks or in this piece of paper or that you're writing on with these affirmations, it won't do anything to you if you read it till you're blue in the face. It won't do anything if it's not sparking a feeling or generating a certain feeling or a certain momentum that draws that manifestation or attraction or that desire closer to you. And if it makes things any more, if I'm able to inspire or like give any more of an inspiration, think of it like this: are you having dreams about your SP? Are you having dreams about them, whether it's positive or negative? The point is, are they entering your dreams? That's also another way that something or someone or a circumstance or situation or whatever it may be, your dreams just kind of let you know that your dominant thoughts are now becoming a big part of your reality. That's how you know that something is changing. There's some sort of alchemy there, whether or not you see it. That once you start having, let's just say, let's stick with your SP, right? Like when you start dreaming about your SP, you're having thoughts and you're having dreams about them when you sleep. I mean, I don't know what dreams you're going to have specifically. You know, you could even be sexual, whatever the hell it may be. But whatever dreams, like even like your wet dreams and shit like that, but it doesn't really matter what it is. Whatever kind of dreams you're having with your SP, if you're having a dream about them, that might be a sign or some confirmation that maybe you're now tapping into some alchemy, because now they're slowly becoming like a dominant part of your reality and your thoughts. And when I say a dominant part of your reality, I absolutely don't mean that they need to be occupying your mind. Like, you need to, of course, have your mind on you. Focus on yourself, focus on your health and your well-being and your own happiness, your career path, your occupation, your projects, your own well-being and happiness. This person does not need to occupy your whole life. They don't. And they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be on in your thoughts so much that you're distracted. Like, that's not right. And you guys should already know that. I shouldn't have to say that. This person does not need to be 24/7 taking up rent in your mind. But all I'm saying is, or maybe I worded that wrong. All I'm trying to say is, if they're already entering your dreams in the dream state, those could be good signs, I guess, because essentially now that's what it means what it means for you to be having dreams of your SP now kind of means that they're now dominantly a part of your thoughts as far as wanting to attract them. You're thinking about them so much now that they're having a heavy imprint in your subconscious based on your thoughts and desires of wanting to be with them. Think of it like that. And that's a good thing, because what do we talk about? What do we always say in the videos about subconscious, right? Like, the subconscious creates your reality. So the fact that they're in your subconscious, the fact that they're in your dreams already kind of means that they're already making their way into your reality. Think of it like that. Whether it's like positive dreams or negative dreams, the point is they're finding their way into your subconscious mind now, which means they're finding their own way. They're like creeping into your reality. And so, you know, your dreams, and I'll also make another video of it for a different time, about how your subconscious is like a blank canvas. Or I'll put it like this: your reality is like a blank canvas and your subconscious is like the painter. So as you sleep at night, you're unconsciously or subconsciously working on a canvas, and you're painting out the art and craft of the reality you wish to, or you're seeking to see and experience. And so you're working on the canvas when you're sleeping. That's your subconscious being the painter, being the hands. And the reality is like the blank canvas. So when you wake up after you have your dreams and stuff, whatever dreams you had are a reflection of what you're going to be feeling or seeing in your reality when you wake up. Because your subconscious, or your dreams, are a way of your subconscious trying to communicate with you. They have their ways of trying to communicate with you and clarify any curiosity or any fog you have in your reality or in your mind. Think of your dreams like that, because I read that in a book. I read that in one of my it's a good book. It's and I got it from Brother Panic. It's what's the book called? It's Awakening Your Divine Ka by Amora Kuan Yin, and I forgot which chapter it was, but it's a good book. It's a good spiritual book for healing and aura cleansing. And it was just in one of the pages where she was basically saying, you know, your subconscious and your dreams are just a way, or your subconscious in your dreams, like the dream state you have, the dreams you have, are just ways for your subconscious to clear itself. Like, you got questions for your subconscious, you got things you want to talk about with your subconscious that you want to clear up, that you don't understand with your conscious mind. Your subconscious, your dream state is going to clarify all that, which is why, you know, working on understanding symbology is highly important, because your dreams are often going to talk to you, communicate with you through symbols, symbology, and in very abstract ways. But for now, let's just stick with the fact that, let's just get to the understanding that it's important for you to at least know that your dreams are communicating with you on a subconscious level. Your subconscious is trying to clear itself or clarify itself to your conscious mind through your dreams. That's one way for you to communicate with your subconscious, is in your sleep. You know, that's where your conscious mind is finally resting. So when your subconscious mind is resting, all you are now is the subconscious. That's all that's gonna do. That's all that your reality, or your being, your overall consciousness and your spirit is just gonna dwell in your subconscious once you're asleep, because the conscious mind is now in rest mode. It's like a backseat. It's like a backseat while you're sleeping, and now the subconscious is the one operating during your sleep or your dream state, because your conscious mind only has a purpose of being active during your wake hours, when you're living your human life, going to work, taking care of errands, going to go see people, going to places, handling tasks, handling your job, going to school, studying, working, and etc. So once you go to sleep, your conscious mind takes a back seat, and then your subconscious mind kicks in. And that's where your subconscious mind, through your dream state in particular, communicate with you. And so this specifically for this video is inspired by, you know, manifesting an SP, as far as you believing that you're a match for them. Are you a match for them? Because when you're able to finally see your life unfolding with this person, like you sharing your life with this person, do you see yourself actually being with this person? Is it becoming something that's practical, believable, something that can happen and will happen? Because the importance of all of this is just getting out of the fantasy infatuation state of mind. You know, are you a match? Do you actually see yourself being with them? Do you see them being with you? Do you finally feel as if you're now on their level? Like you're worthy, you're definitely worthy and valuable, no matter who you are, no matter to who you're gonna have a relationship with. Are you a valuable and worthy person of your desires and interests? Are you like a vibrational match to this individual? Do you see your life unfolding with them? Do you see yourself being in their life? Do you see yourself being a part of their life? Do you see yourself and believe it, that you'll be in their life, they'll be in your life, and you guys are going to live and share a life together? Is that something that's believable for you? This is more than like a lecture or like an advice. This is more of like a question. Like, are you a match for your specific person? Do you see yourself being with them? And do you believe yourself, or do you believe the reality that you can and will be with them? Do you believe it, or are you still like shaking your head like, still got my doubts? Because skepticism is what pushes it away. Skepticism and doubts, those are the things that keep away the manifestation. So believing is achieving, feeling is a secret. Are you a match? And with that being said, much, much, much love from me to you guys, and peace.